Yuletide greetings, everyone. Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, the happiest of holidays to you. And with less than 2 weeks to go until we ring in 2023, it's a good time to reflect, respect, and release. In case you're new to my channel, my name is Dawn, aka Irish Bob's sister, and I've been working at Harley-Davidson dealerships for almost 15 years now. This past year, I've also become a motorcycle mentor and life coach. I have accomplished a lot this year, and I've also had a couple of setbacks. So this video will be taking it all in, reflecting on the last 12 months, respecting the accomplishments, and releasing the mistakes. Plus, we'll be making plans for the next 12 months, specifically Harley's announcement of the 2023 model year lineup, as well as the 120th anniversary coming up in Milwaukee. Although, before we get into that, I'd like to hear from you. I'm sure you've accomplished some goals this year, and so let's celebrate that. What was your most favorite accomplishment that you've had in the last 12 months? No matter how small. Something I learned from riding my motorcycle was to take everything in. So let's do that. Let's take a moment and honor all that you've accomplished this year. What did you do well? And what can you do better in the future? Sort of a mental cleaning house, if you will, to get ready to welcome the new year. Reflecting back on this past year, I've gotten quite a few compliments on my video editing, which I am greatly appreciative. I haven't had any formal training, so it's been nice to be recognized for that. I get my inspiration thanks to people like Sorrel Amore, Julie Nolke, and Lily Singh, some of the non-motorcycle channels, as well as, of course, Her Two Wheels, Wind Therapy, and Queensit. Plus, it has to do in part with the Miller Wondershare. That's the program that I use to edit the videos that I have. They have a great YouTube channel themselves with lots of help when it comes to using their products and lots of inspiration as well. So if you're interested, check them out. As you may know, I do have a full-time job as the marketing and chapter HOG manager over at FX Caprara Harley-Davidson. That means that this channel, all the vlogging I do, my life coaching business, those are all side hustles and not part of my regular paycheck. Not to mention, this channel is not monetized in any way. So to support this habit, I hope that someone will want my coaching services here fairly quickly. Simply head over to my website, irishbobsister.com, and check it out for yourself. You can see how having me as your life coach can help improve your life, especially in the new year, and take me for a test ride. Sign up for a free trial session and let's get to work working towards the goals that you want to accomplish. You can also support me over on Buy Me a Coffee. I have that link down below. A big shout out to Ed over at Ed's Biker Stuff. He has been my biggest supporter on that platform. So be sure to check out his channel. The link is also down below. Of course, my biggest supporter behind the scenes, well, that goes to my husband. Between my life coaching classes and weekly video editing, not to mention that, hey, let's go back and take some pictures of this cute spot, or let's go for a ride while I video. Ride down the same road 2,000 times so I can get the perfect shot. And as you saw in a recent video, he also helps with filming occasionally. So he's always willing to jump in when he is needed. And I thank him for that. I'm also grateful for all that I learned with the life coach training classes that I took through the Coach Training Alliance. Thanks to them that I found the tendency to ask more questions and be less judgmental. For instance, about 4 months ago, I had this comment on my 3 tips on buying a Harley at the dealership video from July of 2021. Before I took classes to become a life coach, the old me would have been a little hurt and more than a little pissed off at that comment. The new me asked the open-ended question, what information would you find useful? And that discussion led to a whole new video that I posted in September of this year. 3 more tips on buying a Harley. Although that particular video has less than 100 views to date. My channel isn't exactly where I would love to see it after a year plus of putting in weekly videos and trying to meet a goal of getting 1,000 subscribers. Again, I am extremely thankful for the 300 subscribers I do have today. Thank you so much for clicking and riding along with me. I do greatly appreciate it. So that does lead me to the most popular videos that I've had on this channel over the last 12 months, starting off with number 3. With over 1,200 views, the video Harley Stops Production Temporarily back in May comes in third. This was due to a supply chain issue that the motor company had to put up with, just like a lot of other manufacturers have had to put up with. Except Harley made the decision to stop production rather than to ship incomplete bikes, like some other manufacturers have done. They stuck to their timeline and production resumed, got back to normal, or as much as normal can be these days anyways, a few weeks after that. Then in January of this year, New York State implemented their new exhaust law. Although we're not really riding motorcycles up here in January, most of us are usually getting on the road in April, which is when motorcycle registrations are also due in New York State. Your bike also has to pass a safety inspection every year. That is the reason why I did that video in April. The new New York exhaust law has me exhausted video comes in at number 2 with almost 1,600 views on it. That leaves us with the number 1 video on my channel from this year with over 2,000 views. It is the Lowrider S and Lowrider ST video that I did in February. That was a lot of fun to make. Basically, I took Harley's announcement and I chopped it down into 3 minutes, I want to say it's a total of. Matched music to it, matched feeling to it with what they created. And then I also got the chance to test ride the Lowrider ST. You can check out that video from May of this past year when we had the demo truck come to FX Caprara Harley-Davidson. A lot of fun to ride that bike. So, while we're talking about videos though, let me ask you another question. What do you want to see from me in 2023? The obvious answer looks to be more news from the motor company when it comes to what they're doing behind the scenes, what's going on, etc. Is that what you want? How about more motorcycle adventures, like going to the 120th anniversary next year? And what about how-to videos when it comes to traveling by motorcycle? How to pack, how to do your own maintenance, or how to know when to take it into the dealer? Or how about videos on how to buy a used bike or riding in a group? Do me a favor and let me know in the comments below. I would truly love to hear what you've got to say and to work for you this next year. And speaking of Harley-Davidson's 120th anniversary, in case you missed it, Harley will be announcing their 2023 model year lineup. That's 120 years of great legendary motorcycles. They'll be announcing what bikes are coming out for next year, what the 120th anniversaries will look like. Typically, there'll be a limited production of certain bikes within that line that will be numbered. So they will be announcing the 2023 model year lineup on January 18th. So be sure to save the date. You can sign up for the big reveal now over on their website, h-d.com. I've got that link below. And there is no other news as yet. No clue as to what the bikes will be. No clue to which bikes will have the 120th anniversary badging. Don't know what the colors will be. Haven't heard anything on that yet. Harley-Davidson is very tight-lipped. And anyone who is saying that they know what bikes are coming out prior to January 18th either works directly for the motor company or is simply talking out there. That's my way of saying that if you want official motor company news direct from Harley-Davidson as soon as I get it, then you'll want to subscribe to my channel right now. And as I have said previously, Harley-Davidson is planning their big 120th anniversary celebration right now. It is set to be in Milwaukee, July 13th through the 16th. If, again, they hold true to what they've done in the past, there will be rides home. More likely than not, we will all be riding into Milwaukee on July 12th. If the celebration is something that you are looking to do, I would highly suggest that you start looking now for a hotel room if you haven't already booked it, because hotels are booking up fast. You can still get a good deal, but be sure to check the cancellation policy, and I would recommend getting trip insurance just in case. Hopefully there will be more news about the rides home on January 18th. A reminder to sign up for that reveal on Harley's website, h-d.com. Between now and then, you can also get more from me over on my Facebook group, Irish Bob's Motorcycle Life. That is free to join, and members of that group will also be getting a special Christmas greeting from me. The link is down below if you'd like to join. And next week, we'll be talking about balance, especially when it comes to engine size, big, small, and whether or not to do an engine upgrade, stage 1, 2, 3, or 4, and the pros and cons of that. I'll see you next week. Until then, please guys, stay safe. Be kind to one another, especially yourself this time of year. Take a break if you need to. Watch one of my videos. I've got a couple more right here for you. Ride when you can and have fun.